looks pretty full on.
Yeah, it was hard enough, but we just got burgled last week as well, so.
Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry.
It's going to be a long winter.
Then I'll be as quick as I can. So, B, how long have you known Mr. Bowen and Bob?
9 months, maybe 10. I visit his flat fairly regularly, and I've crashed around there a few times.
I see. I'll get onto home life in a bit, but is it true that Bob was recently seen by a vet here?
Yeah, Becky, I was with them.
And Bob was injured somehow?
It was just a scratch. Yeah, so James brought him first thing in the morning, and Becky fixed him up and said he was in good nick, her exact words. Sorry, did you want her number?
Yes, please. Okay, you say that you've known them almost a year. Is there anything in Bob's behaviour that struck you during that time?
Struck me in what way?
Well, it's unusual for a cat to be on the street most days.
Bob was a stray. That's where he lived until we teamed up with James.
I didn't know that. But some might say that spending his days with James is not a suitable environment, not normal behaviour.
You know cats, obviously.
That's mine in the summer.
Yeah.
Dexter's a real star. But yes, I'd say so.
Pretty independent creatures, not going to do things they don't want to do.
Definitely not.
Well, every morning James would give Bob the choice to stay at home in the warm or to go out with him. And every day, well, most days, you know, we all fancy a lion sometimes, Bob went with him.
But I see that he's on a lead sometimes.
Yeah, he gets spooked a couple of times, you know. James is very, very careful.
But at home in the park, he's let off to run free.
And he comes back every time, yeah?
And what about James? I don't want to pry, but is he's home like?
Do you want to tell me what Sable looks like these days?
Point taken.
You know, James is no saint, but he's taken big steps. Bob's given him a responsibility, something he's not had before. They're like the two musketeers, all for one and one for all. You know, Bob gives him the strength to be clean.
Wait, was he using when he had Bob?
He was on a programme, methadone, and Bob was there with him every minute. Look, if you want to split them up, I don't bear to think about it.
B, sorry, we need you to sign for this delivery. Okay, no, I don't want to keep you. You've been a great help.
You're not really thinking about taking Bob away from him, are you?
We'll do what's best for Bob.